If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
Evening, boys.
Evening, Sally.
Welcome to The Chatting, your local pubcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Kirk.
I'm Mark.
And I'm the other Mark. 3 pints, Sally. And what are you having?
Go on, I'll have a Pimm's.
Cheers. I'll fetch him over.
Evening, boys.
Evening,
Rob. How are we doing?
All right. You all right?
Yeah, all good.
All right.
Yeah.
All good. You?
Yeah, well, I'm saying I'm all right. I've just had some bad news, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
My mum's dogs just had to be put down.
Oh.
Colin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it because he was too heavy?
No.
Do you mean
Why too heavy?
well, because you're old enough.
No, Mark.
You don't mean he...
No. They didn't just pick him up and go, oh,
It's
I'm
too
going to
heavy,
put him down.
No, it's not that.
No. They've had to have him put to sleep.
Mr. Sensitive over there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
sorry. I mean, I probably should have given you a heads up, knowing what you're like.
I thought you bringing tone down. We've only just started the episode.
No, sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry. Yeah. It's a Springer Spaniel, 12 years old. Well, actually, he was 12 next week.
12?
Yeah.
Now,
Where does time go?
I know.
I honestly thought you were about 6.
Yeah. No.
Can I just, because obviously I've never had a dog, so when you said 12, you mean is these dog years or human years?
That's human
What's
years.
going off here? Because I get all confused with all this stuff. So
Human years.
You're right, okay.
How old do you think that is in dog years?
Well, I don't know because I get confused with it. I didn't know if you were talking like because they go human years, then divided by 2, and I'm like, what's going? I don't know.
What
Divided
years?
by 2.
Well, some of this I've heard stuff like this before.
So it
I don't
was
know.
6.
I don't know. I just how long does dogs? I mean, are they like hamsters where they like live a week or something? I mean, I don't know.
No, because they were nearly 12.
Yeah, but if in dog's years, that might make it's like 3 years or something. That's what I'm saying. It's getting a bit confusing.
The old saying was it for every human year.
Yeah, that's it, something like that.
For every human year.
See how
it's
confusing
7,
it is?
It's 7 dog years, but that's not actually accurate.
Well, okay.
Because it tends to be on a bit of a scale. As they get older, the amount of years difference between humans changes.
Right, so it were 12 years in human years. That's it.
Yes.
And 3 leap years.
Right, okay. So I see.
Well worked out, Mark.
Yeah.
But I bet it's probably about around in his 60s. In dog years, I bet.
Right, so he's 60. So right, okay. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you're saying he's 60.
Yeah.
That's old.
But he were a good lad.
So, hold on. 12 isn't massively old for a dog. So what happened?
He actually had a stroke.
Oh.
This morning.
He were 60.
Oh, just write them off then.
Well,
60 years old. How long does that give you left?
I've only got about 4 years left.
He's
We
really
best get recording some
Mark's well and
episodes.
truly into his overdraft.
Yeah, he what did you ask me?
What happened?
Oh, he had a stroke. Yeah, this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, from what I understand, he's never really messed himself in house, and it happened last night. They thought it was a bit weird, or it might have been this morning. I'm not entirely sure of timelines. Then they've gone out, come back, and he's struggling. Couldn't walk properly, and that. So they've took him to vets, and they've pretty said that it won't improve. This situation won't get any better. So, yeah, they've made that decision, which is an awful decision to have to make, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. It's part of your responsibility, isn't it?
Yeah. You've had to go through that, haven't you, Mark, before?
Yeah, twice. Yeah.
You know, it's something I have been through it, but it wasn't my dog, if you know what I mean. It was Mum Rachel's dog again, but and as much as I had them and cared for him and everything else, it it wasn't mine, if you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
So I was very sad when it happened, but
not that sad.
It also wasn't my choice. So the day that it comes when it is my choice, I know I'll find that very difficult.
Yeah.
It is.
When you said you mean your choice to like get rid of him and that?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
to
Is it one way to put it?
To have the dog put to sleep.
Oh, right, okay, right. Yeah.
I took my pet once
Well,
and then brought him back.
Really?
Couldn't do it.
Yeah. It's,
Oh wow.
Couldn't do it.
right.
It's really, it is really difficult. But somebody once, when I was struggling, when we put our first one to sleep, Archie, and somebody put a nice message actually, which lifted me a little bit, and they said they call it the last act of love.
Yeah.
Because you're doing the right thing for the right reasons, regardless of how hard it is.
Yeah.
And it is the last act of love because you're doing it out of love.
Yeah.
For your pet, and I think it's quite poignant that.
Poignant. That's the word I was just thinking of in my head.
You know, when you said you took, what was the name of your dog, sorry?
Murphy.
Murphy. So when you took Murphy to vets,
Yeah.
and you said you couldn't have it, and you brought him back,
Yeah.
weren't Murphy like, brilliant, I'm not dead, I'm back home, and he just carried on living? I mean, is that not the, I mean, because he didn't die next day, did you? He carried on living.
No, my mum ended up taking him. He was really poorly.
What,
He
the
was
same day?
Yeah, he was really poor.
Oh, well,
he
you
was,
see,
he
he
was,
did-
he
ah.
was, he was really, really poorly. He was old, and he was really poorly. And I took him, thinking I was doing the right thing, supporting my mum, and not a chance. Turned back around and brought him back. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I just said to mum, I said, I can't do that. I can't do it. He was my childhood dog. He was a dog that I got when I'd have been what? 8, 9 year old, 10.
Okay.
And literally, he was my childhood dog. But
When is the right time to let go of a pet though? Do you think it's like,
When it gets on your nerves.
You know.
yeah,
There isn't a measure. I think you just know
yeah,
because dogs, unlike humans, don't feel sorry for themselves.
no,
So they're like, I'm just going to drag myself around and do because I'm just, you know what I mean. And they'll
Yeah.
make all the noises, obviously in pain if they're in pain, but they don't sit and feel sorry for themselves.
no,
But you just know that right. Actually, this is not right. Do you know what I mean? And
I think that's for me. That's when if you know or you've been told that they're going to be in a lot of pain,
Yeah.
for the rest of their life,
yeah,
you kind of think, I wouldn't want to be in pain for the rest of my life.
yeah.
so how long has it been now, Mark, since you lost yours?
Archie would have been 2022, I think it was.
Right.
It was just that. It was either 21 or 22.
Because I'm really, really, really surprised. I'd have put all the money in the world when it happened with that. I know obviously you've got that grieving process. The pets are very much part of your family, and I know you and Helen were very close to your dogs, as a lot of families are. But you've always been pet people. Always. I've always known you with a dog. And I said to anyone that wanted to listen, when you lost Archie and stuff, was that once you'd done that grieving process, I absolutely would have put a lot of money on Mark or Helen, both of them or whatever, getting a rescue dog, turning up one day. I'd have put all my money. I don't have any money, but I'd have put
all your £2.
all my
cobwebs.
I'd have put everything on it, and to say that we're sat here, 3 or 4 years later, and you haven't had another dog, that really shocks me.
We've been close, and I don't mean like close as in going to see one, but we've obviously seen them on like sanctuary sites and stuff when dogs are looking for a new home and whatever, and you've seen them and thought we could really make a difference here. And recently thought quite long and hard about because you won't know obviously if you've never experienced it, but there's no measure for how much love a dog has for its owner.
Yeah, unconditional, isn't it?
It's absolutely unconditional. It doesn't waver. It's never in a bad mood. it's literally, you walk into the house and it's like it's Christmas Day. If you've been out somewhere, and that, I think that's a sad thing about dogs is that in our life they're a part of our life because they're not here for very long, but in their lives we're everything. We're there from being a pup to the very end, normally, and they're absolutely you're their everything, and it's not so much just that what they look. Seeing you, they have so many. I want to say qualities. So you can walk in, you might have had a bad day, and they just seem to soak it all up.
Yeah,
And it's not until you've not got that you don't realize that you realize actually not so much that you're wanting them for that reason, but just the effect that can have. It's quite.
I've seen one today that I nearly sent you.
Yeah,
don't beagle.
Well, I won't be getting a beagle, but yeah, don't
because the dickheads. No,
Don't be a beaglist.
I've got a beagle. I've got a beagle, and he is an absolute grade A head. He is. He is. He just is. And he even looks at you. He'll literally look at you while he's doing something wrong, and that look in his eye is almost like, and what?
Yeah.
And what? Yeah. I'll tell you what he's like. He behaves like a middle child.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He literally will do anything he wants at whatever point he wants, and you can say his name, shout him, whatever, and he'll just look at you, and literally as though the words, little speech bubble coming out, and what are you going to do about it?
Well, see, that's the whole reason why I wouldn't have a pet. I mean, it's just particularly a dog. Because it's like for that very reason, it's just
but not all dogs are like that.
No. I know that I'm sure they're not, but I don't want to take that risk.
I've got
I'm
two
not taking a
dogs.
risk.
So Jackson's my beagle, and then I've got Freddie, who's my Labradoodle. And Freddie is as chilled, as placid. Like even if you slightly raise your voice, he'll sit and panic that he's done something wrong.
Yeah.
Although
I wouldn't want a dog like that either. That's like a wet blanket. So I wouldn't want a dog like that.
A wet blanket?
And I wouldn't want to take a risk on, what I'm going to get. It's not like a box of chocolates, is it? So,
see, Lottie, she's really clever as well. Lottie. I mean, Lottie's a Peugeon, so she's half toy poodle, half Bichon Frise.
Okay.
And obviously, I think every dog that's got some poodle in them, they are quite clever, aren't they? Quite clever dogs.
Yeah.
Are they?
And yeah, well.
Some are.
I'm led to believe that that side of them have, quite clever. And she's definitely switched on, but she's the best dog I've ever owned, although she is my first proper dog. All the other
all the others were not proper.
All the other ones
proper
were
dogs.
Stuffed.
And I think Lottie is more Gemma's than yours.
Yeah,
Rob.
She's just the same for both of us, but yeah, Gemma definitely does more. She loves Gemma more than she loves me. I know that for a fact. But I've had other dogs through when we were Rachel. And my dad's had a dog, and I've had a dog when I was really little, and none of them have been quite like Lottie. I don't think. Oh, recent dogs. One of Mum's dogs is similar, but Lottie's just incredibly clever and sassy. She's so sassy and clever and and so easy, so incredibly easy. So she never wees in the house. She only does wheeze in the back garden. She'll never poo on the back garden. Only poos when you take her out for a walk. And I do put a lot of that down to routine, but yeah, she's just a really, really great dog. Two things that you've said, Mark. Well, actually, you started it, Kirk, but...
You asking me?
No, not you. I didn't even look at you, you numpty.
You said Mark.
The other one.
That'd be me then.
So, when it comes to... I forgot the name of them now.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Well, pets in general that are second-hand. What do you call them? Second-hand's not the right word, but what do you call them?
Like rescue dogs.
Rescue dogs.
Pre-used?
Rescue dogs.
Yeah, you get it from Vinted.
Would you have a rescued dog?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Would you, Kirk?
Yeah, we very nearly did. So because obviously we got Jackson at first, and that one of them situations where Daisy advertising for pups, she went to see it, and she instantly, when she got there, realised it was some sort of like puppy farm or whatever. and she couldn't walk away without fetching Jackson away. She just couldn't do it. I mean, he literally came with an Irish passport, and it hid. And so yeah, that's how we ended up with Jackson. But at the time, Daisy was in the house a lot, so she worked in the day and she was at the house, so that's why we got a pet. But then jobs changed and stuff, and it meant that Jackson was spending quite a bit of time on his own in the house, so we thought, well, we best get him a mate. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. And we initially went and started looking at rescue dogs. We even took one for a walk. Went and took one for a walk. Lovely.
And didn't take it back. Just walked off with it.
Just walked off with it.
Keep it nice and cheap.
No, but so the first dog we saw at the rescue centre, it was a dog. His name was Blade, and
what a name.
Yeah, and he was like half German Shepherd.
It's got to be a Doberman on it. Called Blade.
Yeah, it was like half German Shepherd, half something else. I can't remember what it were, but what an absolute amazing looking dog. You know, if you kind of think to yourself, a traditional, let's say, because I know they're very different now, they use different breeds and stuff, but what you would consider a traditional police dog, that's what it looked like.
Right.
That's what it looked like.
So why didn't you take him?
Because he'd already been reserved.
I got you.
I think if he'd not been reserved, I think we'd have had him. However, we did decide in the end not to get a rescue dog, because at the time, Scarlett had been 6, Mimi had been 4, Noah had been 2. And
some places won't let you rehome
exactly
if your kids are at that age.
Exactly. And you have got to be a bit careful, haven't you?
Absolutely.
They're animals at the end of the day. You don't know how they've been brought up or treated or
absolutely.
anything. So then we ended up, obviously, Daisy's brother ended up breeding some dogs, and we got one of them.
I think that's
Freddie.
Oh, that was Freddie.
Yeah.
Ah, I never knew that.
Yeah.
I've always been a bit reserved about rescue dogs, purely based on what you just said. Despite the fact they've got no kids, you just don't know
the temperament.
You don't know why are they a rescue dog. You know were they given back because they couldn't handle the dog, or were they taken off the owners because of the way that they were being treated? What is the right word?
All right, you covered all bases.
All right, true. That's because you didn't know the answer, innit?
True.
Trouted.
Treated,
you know,
isn't it?
I don't know.
Trouted.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't know, so therefore you don't know what you're getting. And I know you don't know what you're getting with any dog, other than what they look like. And even then, it's caught a lot of people out when they've thought they're getting a small dog and they ended up with a very big dog. But I think I've always been a bit dubious about the. And it's not just dogs, is it? It could be a cat. I mean, I'm not a cat fan.
Hello.
I must admit, you need your eyes tested if you go for a dog and you come back with a cat.
Well, yeah.
That's a big shock.
I'm a cat fan, so we'll have none of that, please.
Are you really?
Yes, I am.
Are you really?
Yes. Why is that so surprising?
So why do you like cats? What is it about that you like cats but not dogs? I just thought you didn't
dogs
like
are
pets
nightmare.
in general.
Cats are easy.
Well, yeah, all right, yeah. Cats are easy because what you do is you get it and then kick it outside and say, right, go shit on everyone's back gardens, but your own,
and come back when you're
back when you're hungry.
Absolutely, yeah. Not my problem. I don't need little dog bags, little poo bags, do I? Brilliant, it's easy.
Well, yeah, you don't have to take it out for a walk.
I just think cats are
lazy.
better. They're more interested than dogs. Dogs are a bit boring. They don't really do out. You take it for a walk.
And you can't compare a dog and a cat and say that it's the dog that doesn't do anything.
No, the dogs are a bit boring.
Really?
Yeah, they don't do much.
No, you
what do cats do?
You never met Archie.
Cats are. Yeah. I mean, you can play with little things with them, and they'll run round. You can put a torch on and that, and it runs round.
Yeah, dogs don't fetch balls or anything.
No, it's a bit boring though, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we'll end up with a cat.
Do you?
Good call.
So we had a cat when I was younger, and I'm allergic to cats.
And the cure.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, it's funny with me with cats because I grew up hating cats. But it was mainly driven from my dad didn't like cats. So therefore my dad didn't like cats, I didn't like cats.
Yeah.
We never had a cat, we never,
Makes sense.
sort of thing. My dad was a fish person. So my dad had big fish ponds in his back garden.
And that's why I didn't like cats.
Exactly. So it was always just programmed in my brain to not like cats. And then I was with a girlfriend at the time who loved cats and really wanted a cat. And obviously I gave in the end. And I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Welcome to the dark side. They're much better.
He's only recently died.
No.
Potter.
Yeah.
He must have been ancient. But yeah, I've said to Daisy, because Daisy really wants another dog. She wants another dog. I've told her no.
Are you getting a cat?
I've put my big boy pants on. I've put my foot down and said no.
What would be the reason for not having another dog?
They are. I love dogs, and I'm very much more a dog person. I am, and I do adore dogs, and everything that you've just said about Mark, about dogs and what they give you and what they can absolutely, and you don't get that from a cat. You don't.
I do.
You don't. But they are very. What's the word I'm looking for?
The more hard work than
tying.
you think.
They are tying.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, cats. You can, whether you have them in the house or let them out, whatever. They sort of look after themselves.
They do fend for themselves, don't they?
Of course
yeah.
they do.
Whereas, like you said, dogs. They are quite high. Well, they are high maintenance, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, it even gets to a point sometimes that, like, for instance, if we've, let's say, been out in the evening and we've gone for something to eat and we've ended up being a bit longer or later than we expected to be or whatever, we'll get back home and I could be knackered. I could literally be like falling asleep as I've walked through the door. But then I'll feel bad that dogs have been on their own and stay up with dogs for an hour.
Yeah.
They'll just lay on settee and sleep. Yeah. That's all. They're just snoring next to me or whatever, but I feel bad that they've had no
even at
human interaction or whatever for a few hours. So
well, that's the pressure I don't want. You see, I don't want that pressure of having to do that. Or you go on all day, you're going to worry about. I don't want any of that.
That is a very fair point. It definitely is a fair point.
I mean, to me, it's almost like. I mean, it's my viewpoint. It's like with dogs and or to some degree, well, pets, but particularly dogs. They're like kids. And some people have kids because they don't want responsibility and they don't want to look after them.
They want kids because
they don't want kids.
I think in some instances you're right the first time round, mate.
They don't want kids because they don't want that responsibility to have kids. And dogs to some degree are like that because because as you three all said, they part of family. You treat them like children. You look after them like children. And I don't want a dog because I don't want another kid, if you like. That's why I don't particularly like them.
I mean, one of the things I was about to say was even times when and it's the same for us, you've come round to ours and we've had a meal or whatever and you might have fancied a drink and I've said, have a drink, just stay over.
Yeah.
And instantly it's, I can't, we're going to get back for
dogs.
Well,
that's the reason why Kirk never comes to my house because of dogs. I can't come because of dogs. When was the last time you came to my house, Kirk?
I bet it's 10 months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, you come to my house, but you just can't. You could never stay, even though I've got a spare room. And like I said, and I must admit, it's what I found difficult at first when we got Lottie, and I found it very tying.
Here's a question for you all. This will be very interesting because we've got two people that have currently got no pets or dogs, and two that have, but one that obviously used to have. What should be the ruling? So, if I've got two dogs at home.
Yep.
Yeah. And if someone comes round to my house, so my dogs are allowed the run of the downstairs, run of the kitchen, run of the living room. They can get up on the settee or whatever. Yeah. That it's their home at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If I have someone round.
Yeah.
So let's say you come round or you come round, Mark, or whatever.
Yeah, I'm always round because you don't come to mine.
Well, I won't say always, but
Okay.
What should be the rule?
What rule?
So, should I shut the dogs in the kitchen? Bear in mind, they've got beds in the kitchen and stuff. It's a nice kitchen. Should I shut the dogs in the kitchen because the guest doesn't want them, bothering them or whatever? Or should it be a case of, well, no, you've come to my house, I've got dogs. You expect I've got dogs. They're not going to bite you or anything, so deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I'd say is...
Who's going to go first on this?
Me.
Go on.
If it was a case of me walking in and you went, yeah, Robbie, you'll have to set up floor because dogs are on settee, then I'd be like, oh, okay. I'd rather... It'd be nice to have a seat, and I would always put a human over a dog in the respect that the person should be able to sit down on a chair.
I agree.
So if the dogs are there, then no.
I agree.
But when it comes to things like dog hair, well, that's my problem. So I have a thing with dog hair. It bothers me, and hence why we've got the dog we've got. It doesn't shed any hair. It doesn't have hair. So that's my issue. If I go around someone else's house that's got dog hair,
Have you had it waxed?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
She's made of wool. Yeah. So there's no. So
You sure you've not bought a sheep?
It's bought a sheep.
no, she's definitely a dog. She's definitely a dog, but she's obviously got wool instead of hair. And I would. That's why we got Lottie, because I didn't want all that, and that's fine in my house because that's what I want. But if I go to somebody else's house, no, she's not a sheep. But if I go somewhere else, I just have to put up with that.
Does she bark funny?
She definitely barks funny, yeah, but she don't go. But yeah, so and that's a me problem. But the problem is it does bother me and at times puts me off.
You see, it's weird because like if you were to come round to my house, or if you were to come round to my house, Mark, the first thing I do is put the dogs in the kitchen.
You do.
And shut the door.
In fact, I've never seen your dogs, I don't think, ever.
No.
In
Right?
fact, yeah.
However, you know, if I did that, if Mark came round, not that he ever does, but if Mark come round, it'd be literally so they're going, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's more likely to come round and see dogs than he is me.
Well, I think the thing is, I've always wondered this because you'll put the dogs in when I come round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bothered about the dogs being there. The dogs can be all around me. I don't mind at all. And it's my problem, but I'd rather if the settee had got a cover that I could move back so I could sit down. But again, it's all me. But the dog's been around. I'd be like, no, let the dogs in, let the dogs be here. I'd just rather not be covered in their hair from settee or something. Do you know what I mean? Again, my problem, not yours.
Yeah. See, if you're coming into my house and I've got dogs, unless you've got like an inherent fear for whatever reason, something may have happened to you before, or you're allergic or whatever, which I understand, then you'd probably put something in place if somebody was coming round and that there were no avoiding doing something different. Under normal circumstances, those dogs live there.
Yeah.
And you're visiting their house.
Yeah.
For me. So they've got, as far as I'm concerned, run of the house, which they do. However, you there's nothing wrong with putting ground rules in place. So anyone that's coming round, you give them the rules, For the first few minutes, don't look, don't talk, don't touch. So don't interact with them for the first few minutes to wind, because what you're doing then is you're creating an excitement that every time somebody comes, the first thing they do is fuss the dogs because the dogs will run up to them.
Yeah.
If you ignore them for the first few minutes, that dog gets accustomed to the fact that you're not there for them.
Yeah.
And then once they've settled and whatever, go and stroke them, or if you want to stroke them, that's it. That isn't, or if you don't, you don't. But it creates a balanced environment, and then you know what I mean. So you don't have that worry. You don't have to lock them away. But it's having those ground rules, but also trusting that the people that are going to come round stick to those rules.
You're a secret dog whisperer.
Don't stick to the rules, and you're just going to deal with the consequences. And it's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you go in and go mental, and that dog's jumping all over you, suck it up.
Yeah. You do genuinely sound like a dog whisperer.
Do I?
Yeah. You've got quite a bit of knowledge there on dogs' behaviour, haven't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think to answer your question, I think it's a two-way street because ultimately, I agree with Mark. It is your house, so it's your rules. Ultimately, you can't, and they're your dogs, so you can't. Somebody else can't set your rules in your house. Mm-hmm. But at the same, when I say it's a two-way street, if those people you're inviting you into your house, more than likely are going to be family or friends, then I also think that you should then respect those family and friends. You know what I mean? It's like you just coming in and you sitting naked and picking your nose and going, well, it's my house, I can do this. Yes, you could.
But you wouldn't normally do that, would you?
Well, I do. No, but you know what I'm saying. If you normally,
that's why Kurt don't come round to your house very often.
You know what I mean. If you normally
don't
sat
like seeing people pick the nose.
If you normally sat there and pick your nose and naked, then you could almost say, well, if you're coming around, then you've got to put up with that. But I mean, it's that they're your rules, but you wouldn't do that because you respect that that's not the right thing to do, and that applies with your pets. I get it, but I'm also with Rob, as in, I mean, I don't like dogs jumping at. If dogs jump on me, I really don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So
you've got a decision to make. You either go to the house and act, if they are those kinds of dogs, then you just won't go.
No, I won't go.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the decision you made.
But that's what I'm saying now, where I think it's a two-way street. So like Kirk obviously respects that. Kirk knows that he don't like dogs jumping on me. So yes, he's absolutely right to go, well, they're my dogs, they're my house.
Yeah.
So I understand that, but I'd be like, well, I'm not going then. But I think Kurt does respect that, so he locks them away, so they don't jump on me.
I think it's one of them things, isn't it? That I mean, I've raised it as a question. I don't have an issue with it. The kitchen is comfortable. They've got the beds in there. The beds are in front of the radiator. They've got. Do you know what I mean? They could go outside if they want to go outside. It's not as if I'm shutting them outside.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever. So, and you're talking about a few hours, and you know, it's not. So it's certainly not a problem. I just wondered where people sat on it, because I certainly don't feel as though I have to do that. I choose to do that because I know my dogs can be dickheads. They're not vicious or anything like that. They're really not.
Playful.
Jackson will come up to you, figure out you've got no food, and then leave you alone. He's really not bothered.
Yeah.
Whereas Freddie, he's so needy. And as soon as you put one finger on his head or under his chin, that's it. It's like glue. He will not move his head. He just wants to be stroked. He just wants to be stroked constantly.
What I'd like to throw in as a curve ball, it's very similar to what we're talking about. So
Dogs will fetch that.
So
Cats won't.
So in the past, when I've done deliveries, right, when I've delivered parcels to houses, and then they open the door, dogs jump on me, and I find I don't like that, and sometimes when they do a jump on me, the owners then don't care and they just continue.
Yeah. No, they shouldn't.
And
you've got a responsibility at the end of the day.
That's not good, and it happens.
Certainly with strangers.
I would say it happens. When I say it happens, I mean obviously it doesn't happen if they ain't got a dog. but if they've got dogs, I would say it happens a lot, because the owner, obviously you knock on the door, it attracts dogs' attention. I get it, and some customers will lock the dogs away or just say, "Hang on a minute." But I would say 80% of dog owners do not care, and they open the door and the dogs come straight out.
You know, like, I don't know. Let's say you had,
and that's bad.
Well, it is bad. And imagine if you had something really heavy in your hands, and that dog came running towards you, and you were like fight or flight. And you whacked that dog around the head with that heavy item. Yeah. In my opinion, you'd have every right to do that. Because
I mean, I wouldn't,
you felt
but
threatened.
I know what you mean.
Well, I would.
I took a dog.
You did. Yeah. Well, ultimately, that's.
You'd get a ratioing if you did that to one of mine.
That's on you, mate, not me. You let your dog out. I didn't ask for the dog to come to me. So for me, yeah, and there's plenty of owners that would probably smash my face in once I've done it. But ultimately, it's still on them, because the dog's not at fault. The dog just saw a person and either wanted to maul me or be friendly towards me.
Yeah,
I don't know that dog.
You don't know which way,
and I don't know why it's coming towards me at the rapid pace it's coming at me. And it's you've got seconds to decide what makes. It's the same as someone coming at you with a knife or something. You've got seconds to make a decision what you're going to do. And again, we shouldn't
do it. And then you
it.
better hope that when you do whack it, you've not really wound it up.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but you've got seconds to decide.
You've got a dog on you and the owner.
Yeah. But, you know, and again, something we shouldn't particularly do, but we do. It depends what the breed of dog is as to how you.
Oh, you know, I understand that.
You know, my dog running towards you, you'd get down on your knees to welcome it, because it's not going to hurt you. She's tiny.
I'll be honest with you. I'm more fearful of little things like Jack Russells than I am of big dogs.
Absolutely,
because they are nasty little chuffs.
Yeah,
bigger dogs and
little yappy thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, ankle biters.
Yeah.
I mean, just to throw another curveball in, and this, and I know you three are going to disagree with me, which is fine, but I don't like it, is that for in hotels, it's more and more dogs are allowed in hotels, and it drives me crazy. I do not think the dogs should be in hotels at all, unless they're guide dogs. And more hotels, I know you'll all disagree with me, but more hotels are accepting, and even to a point where even restaurants are now accepting dogs.
I actually don't disagree with you at all.
Really?
And obviously, as you know, that...
Well, I was going to say something else, but okay.
I'm a hotelier, and I don't agree with it at all. I don't think that people should be bringing the dogs into a room that's used for that other people use. If anyone thinks that hotel rooms are steam cleaned and you know, carpets washed after someone, they're not. Simple as that, they're not. And it's been seen in the hospitality industry a way of making extra money, and that's it. Because we accept pets at my hotel, and we charge £10 per night per pet,
And do they have designated rooms for those pets?
Well, I were going to sort of say. I mean, it's almost like a free for all with these hotels because they could, like you said, they don't have designated rooms for them where it's just dogs. Like you said, I could be in a room following night where the dog's been in, and if I'm smelling dog, but it's almost like well they don't care. Dogs are more priority.
Yeah, I think that's where that effectively puts more work on the hotelier or the hotel owner, whatever manager, because they've got to work that bit harder to get that room back up to standard, haven't they? If there is a smell.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
But they're not going to.
Just so you know, it's nothing to do with over prioritising dogs.
No, I'm not saying it's prioritising. I'm not saying that at all. Like you said, it's all about they're going. Well, the more clientele they can cover base wise, then they're gonna make more money. That's the point.
It did start. The idea is it did start that there were specific bedrooms.
Right, okay, go on, carry on, because I'm not quite finished.
Oh, go on then.
So these with dogs in hotels, you could go, well, that's fine. That's they come in with the dog and they go to the room. But of course, if I'm sat in a reception area, they come down with the dogs, and then the dogs, sometimes they're not always on leads. What? So the dogs are coming over to me, and I'm like, well, I don't want this dog next to me. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know. When I say I have a problem with dogs, I'm not allergic to them. I just don't want them to be around me. So I don't see why I'm in the wrong for that. But the owners, the problem with owners,
you're not in the wrong for that.
You're not in the wrong in a public place. You're not in the wrong.
Absolutely,
for the owners,
I agree with you on that.
The owners are always like, "Oh, don't worry, don't buy." Or I don't care.
Irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
I do not want this. It's irrelevant. did I nail it a second time?
Yeah, you did. Yes.
I'll not say again.
1 minute you're a dog, next minute you're an elephant.
I just don't want it with me. But they don't care. They almost like, "Oh, he's lovely. Don't worry." But what that don't make any difference. Yeah. And like I said, you're finding a lot of restaurants are now letting dogs go in. Well, I'm probably saying restaurants, more pubs where they're serving food, and I'm eating my food, and there's a dog sat next to me from next table. It's completely
it's wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah.
And I know this sounds like I'm anti-dog. I just don't want that dog there. I just don't. I don't agree with it, and I just don't like how dogs are going more and more. To these. I mean, I think there is the thing where they're going to be letting them on planes next, aren't they? They're saying that they're going to let
I don't know.
dogs fly on planes
I've
and
not
stuff.
Heard that. Well, they can go on planes now.
They go in the hold, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
hold.
as in next to you on a seat.
I don't agree
and
with
that is completely wrong. And that is a thing.
Just to based on your point then about the hotels, I completely agree that there should be rules. But for me, I don't mind if they want to have dogs in hotels. Or any pet. Two things. Oh, shut up. I'll let you speak.
I hardly speak on episodes.
Firstly, the hotel room itself should be designated as a pet room.
Yeah,
so they should have a designated amount.
But they're not.
And then, of course, the pet should always be on the lead. It should never not be on a lead. Most of the time. Within the hotel.
Some are, but I've seen a lot where they're not. They're really not.
I find that. Is that something that you
enforce
in your hotel?
Sorry, one last thing. What I would say, the thing is, with situations like this, it's almost like I'm the bad person. If I said something to the owner about the dog, I would be seen as the bad person.
Yeah.
Because
and you're right, you're not.
It's like here, like people will be listening to this because you three love dogs and I don't. And it's not that I hate dogs. I just don't like dogs. But that don't make me the sort of racist person. The villain. Doggist. You know what I mean? Doggist or whatever. But you know what I mean? It don't make me, because I don't like dogs, don't make me a bad person. I just don't like them. But if in a situation with an hotel, if I said any, I mean I don't, but if I did, what do you mean you don't like dogs? What's the matter with you? Don't you know? I mean, I'm like, well, that's not the point.
There are some dog lovers that would say if you don't like dogs, that there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, there would. Absolutely, there would. And that's what I don't get.
If I had a guest at my hotel that had a dog and it was wandering around the lobby area or whatever without a lead, I'd be asking them for it to be put on a lead.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
He used to wind me up.
I've never seen any member of staff say any of these, because I spend a lot of time in hotels and I don't see it. Again, because they don't want to be seen as the bad person or causing trouble, so they let it go. They go, we don't want to sell because they don't want to upset the dog owners because, you know.
Yeah, it weren't so much hotels for us, because when we had dogs, we very rarely went abroad, obviously, because we didn't really want to be putting them in kennels and stuff, although we did it a couple of times, but it was too difficult, so we just stuck to caravan holidays.
I like how you went to do that, but you coughed into the mic.
Into the mic.
Got away from it.
I know.
You were looking at me and then you looked into it and coughed.
Yeah. Made wrong decision then, didn't I? But on campsites, and they're off the lead, that does my head in. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think there is a place for, if the dog is really well controlled and you can walk and off the lead and it doesn't leave your side, whatever, then, although it should always be on a lead, I can forego that if I go, do you know what, that dog's, however, something can spook it. But the ones that do my head in, one of our dogs was quite dog reactive, very dog reactive, in fact. And you just get little dogs just wandering around sight, winding him up. Not deliberately going like, I'm going to wind you up. They just come running into
they might have been thinking
They
that.
just come running into our awning and, it's all right. It won't be in a minute because if he goes anywhere near him, he won't have a head. Because it's not your dog, it's mine.
That's exactly a point I was going to touch on, which it's for more for when you're walking, just walking in general. My dog's on a lead, their dog's not, and they go, dog comes running over, and they go, don't worry, he's friendly. And I'm thinking, mine might not be.
I know.
Mine might rip your dog to pieces.
I'm mortified. So if we take Jackson and Freddie on a walk, Jackson's always on a lead because he would follow his nose off a cliff. Honestly, he would just keep walking. He'd walk into a road, nose down. He's a hound at the end of the day. But Freddie loves a run. He loves a run, chasing a ball, fetching a ball. He loves it. So we take him down to the field, and all we're doing is throw it ball, and he'll just keep going and going and going and going. And I'm constantly on a scan because, as much as Freddie is harmless, completely harmless, and just wants to say hello to everybody, he's a big dog. And if he saw another dog, he will run over to it.
Yeah.
Full pelt, run over to it. It absolutely mortifies me. Now, I am one of them that goes, don't worry, he's friendly.
Yeah.
But not in a blasé way of, you've got nothing to worry about it. I'm trying to run to get there because I know that it's not the done thing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Or not even the done thing. It's not nice. This dog's a big dog come hurtling. I say he's friendly so the person's not scared. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm always on a scan. And as soon as I see another, like on the periphery or whatever, I'll call him back, put his lead on, let the other dog cross over the field or whatever, and then carry on. He's quite good with his recall, stuff like that. It's just if something else catches your attention.
Yeah, the thing is with dogs, certainly for recall, is you have got to be the most exciting thing in their mind at that time. Otherwise, the other exciting thing takes precedence.
Yeah.
Regardless whether it's a bird, a squirrel, a dog, another person walking past. If you're not interested enough, they're off.
A bit like talking to Rob.
Yeah. But
if you don't mention his name enough,
but there are controlled exercise fields around here, aren't there? There's one down lane from here.
Yeah.
There's one at Swinton.
Yeah, Gemma's took me a couple of times.
Let you have a run around.
Yeah.
Go on, Rob. I'll come back and pick you up in 15 minutes.
So, I read about a month ago about vets and fees.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't got a pet, but I know, obviously, and they did this sort of big report into it. Did any of you see it, first of all?
Yeah.
You saw it. Did you see it, Mark? Where again, I've taken pets to vets before, like cats and stuff, but I think, I'm not saying they're bad vets, but I think it's a bit of a Wild West when it comes to charges. Mm-hmm. And I think it's got way out of control, the vetting thing. And this report said that it really has.
Yeah.
And they're stepping in to regulate it a bit more, aren't they? Because it's not really regulated. I thought it were. And obviously, am I right in thinking that if you took your dog in for something or whatever, they don't really. There is no price list of stuff. So there's not like a price list on a wall, is there? Really?
I think
as such,
there is.
It's a bit loose, isn't it?
If you ask the right questions initially, you get to know what the consultation costs are, and that's usually just for seeing the animal at the time, and then the treatment thereafter. They'll tell you what the costs are, but yeah, it's not like on a wall.
Yeah, it's not.
Do you know what I mean?
It's all a bit.
I think, and it's difficult, and I've got two slightly different opinions on this, and they both go against each other. Because my first one is that obviously vets train for an incredibly long time to become vets, because obviously they're not just like doctors, for example. And I'm not saying they don't study hard and long, but doctors are just studying humans. Vets are studying an entire plethora of different animals, aren't they? So they've got to understand cats, dogs, birds, rabbits, guinea pigs, hamsters, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so there is, as a result of that, there's then the recouping the cost of all that education and all that time and everything that's gone into it. So I understand that there is going to be some sort of a premium, but there is a contrast to that where I think sometimes when I look at some of the costs and I think it doesn't make sense. For example, so we had our last guinea pig put to sleep 3 weeks ago. 80 quid. You know, and you think, wow. However, I suppose what we don't get to see is how much is that is the vet saying, well, I'm just going to charge you what I don't think they do. Don't forget, there's a lot of money in pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
And so it's not so much about the vet that's, might be charging you, let's say they're charging you 30 quid or 40 quid consultation, but they've got to pay the prices for the drugs from the pharmaceutical company that are hiking the prices. It's almost uncontrolled. That's the bit that, we don't know where it's weighted, do we? We don't know if there's a huge profit.
I mean, this report, what they were saying, obviously, because they went around the entire country, like in different places, and how much it varied from, like, putting a cat down. It varied anything, from 30 quid up to like 500 quid, and different. And they were like, well, there shouldn't be this. It shouldn't be that huge of a, a cat's a cat.
Yeah.
And a vet's a vet. Yes, I agree with you with different prices, with different knowledge of different animals, of course. But they did it on
set procedures.
Set procedures. To put a cat down. They weren't like, well, this cat's got cancer and this is cancer C and this. They went round and did this, and it was wildly, and of course the price
from one to another. Yeah, I understand that.
And it also you're right with the drugs, but a drug is a price or whatever. And there was some vets were charging X amount for this drug. Yeah, 10 miles down the road, this vet were charging an extra 80% profit on that. And it's that I don't like. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the train drivers, by the way, because my views on train drivers. They just press a button. These aren't just pressing buttons. They are doing very difficult jobs. But the price, what they're charging, is, like I said, it's a Wild West. It's just all over. It's like dentists don't. You know what you're getting with a dentist because it's regulated.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
So you can't go in and go, £1 million for you. They're not. But vets, just free for all. And as much as I don't have pets, I just don't think there's some people out there making a lot of money. Because people, and again, I don't mean this in a bad way. People like you're not going to go in and go, "Oh, I'm not paying that. I'll just put dog down." You go, "How much? I'll take a look." And that's what they're preying on. That's what I don't like.
Well, I think probably comes into a different thing, because I think that to have certainly things like dogs and cats that can be quite expensive, should they need any treatment, it should be enforced that you should have insurance.
You should have insurance, yeah, absolutely.
But then that would feed back into the mechanism of they can charge what they want because the insurance companies are going to.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
And then I mean, I pay. So I've got 2 dogs. They're insured. I pay £100 a month now insurance.
What?
We were paying
£100 a month.
I was.
Yeah.
That's more than my car insurance.
Well, before we lost Toby, who was our second one, we were just shy of 150 quid a month.
Yeah. Because obviously it gets more expensive the older they get.
Well, I can imagine, but again, another reason why I don't have pets. All that, to me, wasted money.
Well, no, but it's not.
Well,
If you knew the love you got from a dog or a pet, not just dogs.
I'm fine.
Well, I'm sure you are, but you've got all your hands just entertaining Aina, let alone having a pet.
I'm a son, Ethan. So they're enough on my plate. So I don't need a dog or a cat.
Exactly. I ain't got any kids, so it's good to have some responsibility in life.
I like fish.
Listen, I'm not saying people shouldn't have pets. Of course I'm not. I'm just saying that for me, it don't work, and it's just,
Kirk,
do you like fish?
I like fish.
What, eating it from Chippy? Yeah. Is that what you mean?
No, I do like fish. I find fish very, very relaxing. Calming. If I had somewhere
calming
to put it, I would have a quite a decent fish tank in my house. I do like the calming nature of fish.
Do you know someone at work? But I don't know what they're called. They look like cartoons, and they're like the. I think they are classed as a fish, but they're more like frogs than anything.
What?
But I think they're classed as a fish.
Oh, this is
and
what.
they've got weird. They look like they're smiling.
This is what Noah wants.
They look like they're smiling. Yeah.
Is it Noah? Is it Noah that wants one? Or is it me?
Well, I don't know. You tell.
Oh, what
is it? Daisy that wants one?
They're a fashion thing now.
They're a fashion thing, and they look like they're smiling. No. Well, anyway, a guy at work bought one, and And I'm sure he said he
And
paid
brought
30
it
quid
into
or
work?
50 quid for one. No. He bought it, got it home, woke up the next morning, it had laid 200 eggs.
Wait, so he's quids in.
It had literally laid 200 eggs.
Wow.
Have
Are they
this-
called axolotls?
That might be it, yeah.
Never
You
heard
gotta
of
look
Talk about winning lottery.
I know,
I
mate.
know.
He was like, he literally said like he was fishing them. He was late for work because he was fishing all the eggs out to put them in a separate space because I think certain whatever they
Eat
are,
their own fish.
they could eat their own.
Eat their
Yeah,
own eggs, sorry.
So he was taking them all out because he was like, I can sell these. Oh well, you could either sell the egg or just wait for it to hatch and then sell it. But yeah, a little money pit. He
Not
landed
bad.
off. Yeah. You know your dogs, Kirk. Have they got any quirks? Any things that they do that just make you laugh?
Look, the thing is with I've said it earlier in the thing. Jackson is he's a character. He's an absolute character. So like literally when he got up on the settee last night, and there was a cushion on the settee, like a pillow cushion thing, and it obviously just weren't in the right place for him. So he literally like knocked it up and like with his nose or whatever until it were on his head. And he's literally laid on the settee, chilled out with this pillar on his head. Happy as Larry.
Yeah.
No,
It's
but
a
he did that. He put that there.
It's a comfort thing. That's why dogs like corners and boxes and things. They like they like the idea of being covered. And
Right, okay.
It's a safe space.
Have you realised that he actually is a dog whisperer?
Yes.
You blow my mind. I'm like, oh, I need to cut him out next time I've got a dog.
I do
issue.
think he should get another dog. I'm just saying.
Don't bother, Mark.
I do think he should get
It will
another dog.
happen eventually.
It'll be cheaper.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
Lottie has this way. We've got a settee that overlooks the back garden, and it's her favourite spot to sit on the back of the settee because she loves Pussy Patrol. Honestly, she
Hang on, who
It
does?
was called Paw
You-
Patrol
you
when
do.
my girls were younger.
Lottie,
You do.
Lottie,
Oh,
not me.
sorry. I thought you did.
No, that's other window. She literally sits on back at settee just waiting for cats to walk across back, and there are quite a few cats on the estate, so she just sits there, and the second she sees one, she's up and she's watching, and then she gets to a point where she doesn't take it. You could shout a name, you could throw a toy, you could even bring a food in, she won't move. She's like focused, and then the second it's gone out of view, she runs down straight into the kitchen door like, let me out. You know, if I did let her out, the cat would absolutely maul her.
Yeah.
Like the cat would easily win, but she's got this thing where she just wants to, and I don't get it. But it makes me laugh every time we call it Pussy Patrol.
Archie had a really strange quirk. He once we'd got the ironing board lent up in the kitchen, and he once walked past it and he knocked it, and it absolutely freaked him out. And from that moment on, anytime he went to go through a door, he would walk up to it, turn round, and walk through the door backwards. Really?
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, I kid you not. As true as I'm sitting here myself,
Yeah.
he literally used to walk up to a door, turn round, and then walk through it backwards.
That is brilliant. Well, I've got a question for you. You won't be able to answer this, Mark, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'll
But-
sit it out then.
If your pet, and you'll have to think back, if your pets could talk, what's the first thing it'd say to you?
Food.
Yeah? Do you think is that? Oh, well, you've got two, aren't you? So
Yeah.
what would?
Jackson's would be food.
Yeah.
Literally food. And Freddie's would be something along the lines of, where you going? What are you doing? Pat me. Where you going? What are you doing? Pat me. Where you going? What are you doing? Stroke me. Where you going? What are you doing? Pat me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Pat me. 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 Where you going? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Do you find yourself giving your pet like a voice?
Absolutely.
You do, don't you? You kind of. What would
Jackson's is very much like food. Now.
Yeah.
Now.
Like Garfield.
Just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lasagna.
But yeah, Freddie's definitely the.
What about yours, Mark?
So Archie's would have been, well, he'd have to spit out first because he were a lab, his main trait obviously is a retriever. So every time somebody came to our house or if I come, he'd pick something up to bring to you as a gift.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, he would drop it or whatever and he'd be like, oh, I've got you! Surprise! And you'd be like, oh yeah, lovely. A sock. Or, whatever he's found. So
I can't really think. No, I can't. I think if Lottie was, if the first thing that Lottie would probably say, I think she'd probably say, "Why do you always lock me out of the bedroom when Gemma's not around?"
Oh yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Is this when you go to sleep, you mean? Or
Yeah,
just,
oh,
or
yeah.
just generally?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always lock her out of the room when I go to sleep.
Dear
okay.
Rob. Whereas in my head, I've got Lottie that would just be in her head, just running around the house going, meow,
Yeah.
meow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she would. All right, so if we were dogs, what breed of dog would we each be? See, I think.
You see, this question would be more fun if we answered it about each other. If you want me to be honest.
Well, what would be an
What
old...
do you
Is
mean?
that what you mean? Oh,
Yeah, that's
instead of
what I
answering
mean.
yourself. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
I personally think other Mark,
Yeah.
would be a Springer Spaniel.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'd have picked that for myself. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit wappy. Bit all over the place.
Yeah.
Don't know
Yeah.
what he wants to do next or what it's doing at the minute. He just don't know what to do for the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah. Shall I give you yours?
Yeah.
A collie.
Remind me what that is.
So they're
It's a
the
dog.
sheepdogs.
Sheepdog.
All right. Yeah.
So they're like, "Ah, oh, hello, yep, right, I'm here. Right, what do we do?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to watch you. Oh, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I'll take that one. What would
Yeah.
Mark be?
I'm thinking more of a bulldog. I smell like a grumpy
Well,
old dog.
you look like a bulldog.
Yeah, a
I
grumpy-
wouldn't say you've
yeah.
got the personality of one.
What's a grumpy old dog? Like a
A
bulldog?
Jack
with-
Russell.
Is that a grumpy old dog?
They're just grumpy dogs.
Yeah, they are a
Jack
bit grumpy.
Russells.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could go with I could say
I'm not
maybe
good
a
with
Jack
breeds.
Russell.
I'm not good with breeds of dogs. So because
What Kirks? What are what's them dogs that are like got that the really long the hair comes down the face and is really long at each side? I'm sure they're on the front of a tin of dog food.
do
Do you know what I mean?
A small dog, a terrier.
No, not a terrier. No, they're a bit bigger than that. They're quite. They're actually they're quite not stocky, but they've got a little bit about them. But it's the like the face is quite overgrown and
Overgrown.
they're adorable
What?
dogs.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Kirk. With your own.
Well, he's had a shave.
My face is overgrown.
What
He's
would
had,
you
he's had a
say?
shave. It's quite trimmed
What
today.
would you
his
say,
beard.
dog whisperer? Because you know your dog's better than I know.
I can't think of what it's called.
What
What it would be?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. It'd be
And you googled a picture of it.
quite authoritarian. Is that the word?
Mm-hmm.
He would demand authority. Quite serious.
Mm-hmm.
Am I helping you at all to think of a dog's name?
I can't think.
Name.
I can't think of any breeds. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, have you any ideas?
What
Kirk, if you were to attribute one to yourself, would you think of one?
Well, it's hard for me to answer that because I instantly go to my favourite breed, and it doesn't necessarily mean it suits me. I could pick attributes of the breed that I do think would suit me. So for me, the best breed of dog there is an Alsatian, German Shepherd, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
And I would see myself as traits of in that. Someone very loyal,
Yeah.
but piss me off and you'll know about it.
Yeah.
You know, quite intelligent.
What about one of them little dishcloth dogs? What looks like a little dishcloth? What about that?
Thanks.
yeah.
Hey, you could. What's the dog that's a blind dog? Well, not a dog that's blind, but
A blind dog.
the dogs that tend to be blind dogs.
Labradors.
Labrador.
Yeah.
I think you could be a Labrador.
I'm not
A blind
giddy
dog.
enough.
See,
Labradors tend to be quite.
yeah, I suppose. Yeah, they are.
Well,
I'm not
I
afraid.
think-
I'm not
Well,
afraid.
he meant a blind dog because they're not giddy because they train not to be
Yeah,
giddy.
that's what
Yeah.
I think.
think that's
'cause
what he
was-
was
it's
sort of
quite-
saying.
It's very.
Yeah, but then that
Focused.
means helping people, doesn't it? And
Yeah, you do help people all the time.
he don't want to help people.
Time at the bar, please.
Right, I've got a little bit of a game for you.
Oh, okay.
Right. It's called Who Said It? My Pet or My Ex?
Oh,
all right.
Okay. Is this what you made up or is real or something? What?
Well, I've made it up. Yeah, of course.
Right.
But when you say is it real, what would
I didn't know if you were
distinguish a
going
quiz
to.
from
I
being
didn't know if
real
you were
or
going to
fake?
name celebrities and the dogs. Anyway, just go away.
Dogs can't talk.
No, he said about the owners and the dogs. And who said what?
He said, "Who said this? My dog or my ex?"
Yeah, so it's
And you said, "Is it real?"
well. The answer to the question is it's X that said it then, not the dog, because the dog didn't say it then, did it?
No, not if it was real. Anyway, go on,
Just
Rob.
go with it.
Right, so who said it?
Well, not the dog.
My dog or my ex?
Well, not the dog because he can't speak. So
Wolf.
he's a
Your dog.
Think down the lines, Mark, of did my ex say it, or is it more likely to have come from a dog? Right?
Okay, let's go with it. Let's see.
Woof.
I only act cute when I want something.
Well, the dog can't talk, so the dog didn't
Oh.
say it. That's
I
what
knew that's what you were going to say.
That's what Kirk's saying to
No,
me.
You asked whether it was real.
Yeah. As in, is it a real thing?
How can it be real if dogs can't talk? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Right, so would an ex have said to me, I only act cute when I want something?
An ex to you? To
Yeah.
you specifically?
Yeah.
No.
No. Anyone else?
So is this about you?
It's really not difficult, Mark.
But-
Yes, me.
Oh, right, okay.
All right, I'll move on to the next one.
Well,
I'm going to say an ex.
Yeah. What's the question again? What's the question?
I only act cute when I want something.
Yeah, I can see an ex saying that to you.
I can't.
No, that'd be the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you smell like someone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
That's an ex.
Yeah, why do you smell like perfume?
Do you want to name the ex?
No. It'd probably be the same answer for everyone.
Yeah. I know.
Right, that was an ex.
All right, okay.
I swear I didn't mean to pee on that.
I think I've said that a few times.
You have.
You
To
definitely
me.
That's a dog.
But that is a dog.
Yeah, that's a dog. All you do is sit there and scroll.
Well, a dog can't.
But dog, you really ain't got this, have you?
No.
You really have not got this at all,
No, I
have you?
haven't. It's so confusing.
Your ex.
Kirk,
Ex.
correct.
Well, I'm still right. But
Well
for,
done.
But for wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Right. Did a dog say this to me, Mark, or did an ex? You never listen when I talk to you.
An ex.
I thought you were actually just saying that to Mark then.
Yeah, well, that applies to
No.
me too. An ex.
Boys,
That's an ex.
correct.
And current.
I only knocked that over because you ignored me.
Yeah, dog.
A dog.
Correct, it was a dog.
But they don't talk, do they, Mark?
No, well, I know. I'm just.
Next, you're lucky I'm still here.
Oh, crikey.
You've got a track record, you, Rob, haven't you?
That was the dog.
That's not a nice name for her.
Stop bringing strangers into my space.
Wow. Rob really can't decipher these for you.
Dog.
Dog, correct. Fine, I'll sleep on the couch then.
Again.
None of your exes would choose to sleep on a couch.
No, correct. Dog. You think you're the alpha here.
Well,
Gemma.
No, dog. And last one. I didn't mean to bite you that hard.
Wow.
I'm going to go with dog. None of your exes are kinky enough.
Correct. Dog. And on that note, shall we spin the wheel?
Yeah.
Why not?
Here we go. Oh, it's spinning. What's it gonna be? Oh, I'm just so excited. Come on. He's nearly there. The Wheel of Features.
So last week, we had What the Bloody Hell Is That?
Yes, we did.
yes.
And what the bloody hell was it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you a reminder.
Oh, yeah.
Please do.
I'll give it to you again. What do we think it is?
Ooh, it sounds like you're ejecting a cassette player.
You did say, Mark, if I remember rightly, that it was something mechanical, like a latch of some sort.
yeah, didn't you say a toaster, didn't you? But we've had a toaster. We've not had a toaster.
I don't think he said toaster.
I'm
No.
sure- did you not?
He said it was like a latching thing of some sort. Can't remember what you said though, Mark.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go.
Trays in an oven.
That's it. Trays in an oven. Putting trays into like a Greg's oven or something.
Okay.
But I'm going to change it.
Why a Greg's oven?
A Greg's oven.
Well, because when I'm stood in queue, they're always putting trays in, and that's the sound I hear.
Okay. But you're going to change it?
To a toaster.
Okay, fair enough.
That's like a toaster today.
Kirk?
I said last week that it were like a knife sharpener, one of the, like the ninja knife
yeah,
sharpener
yeah,
things.
yeah.
But I'm unsure. I don't think it is that, but I don't think I've got a better guess, to be honest.
Do you want to refine yours, Mark, at all? Because you haven't actually said what you think it is.
Does that mean that means he's close? I think.
No. Well, the answer is a car seatbelt being put on.
What?
What?
A car seatbelt being put into the latch. I'll play it again.
Yeah. What?
Now,
Are you sure you've played right sound effect?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Now, obviously, the first bit is almost the metal part hitting the plastic, and then it going in. So I did this last week, didn't I?
Hang on. So it's going in, not coming out. You're not releasing it.
It's going in.
What? Really?
Clicking in. So I'll take out the bit where it hits the plastic and just the bit where it clicks in. And I mean, bear in
It's
mind,
a toaster.
bear in mind, you're hearing it on the phone. When you listen to it back on the podcast, you'll probably hear it more. They should know.
Because you're gonna edit in a proper sound effect.
No.
Just to make us sound like absolute idiots.
You're going to take that sound out.
No,
Just pop us
He's
out.
played us some church bells in here.
That is it. Did we get anybody comment on them at all on the socials?
No, a couple of people have said to me, like in person,
Yeah.
they thought you were a toaster.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
They thought you were a
see?
toaster.
Right.
Because you know
Okay.
why? Because it is a toaster. Because that's not a seatbelt.
To which I then said to them the same thing as what I'm going to say to you. It won't be a toaster. We've had that before.
But we haven't had a toaster with a seatbelt being pushed into it.
No, we haven't.
Right. Should we spin the wheel?
Yeah,
Yes.
spin it.
What's it going to be this week?
I don't know why you keep spinning it so hard. Yay!
No, we can't have that one.
Why?
It's on Challenge the Chat.
Why can't we? No, we can't have, can we?
Can't.
Well,
No.
actually, we have been sent one in.
Have we?
Have we?
Yeah, we have. Twan sent one in. So do we
Twan?
want to do it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Hang on, you say we don't know what it is.
Hang
Let's
on a
hope it's
minute.
all right, but
We
we'll
haven't
get a
done
go.
one for ages.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
we aren't.
Go on then.
Are you sure we want to do it?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh,
yeah.
it's-
Especially when you
It's
say
not
that.
four tickets to a bungee jump, is it?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm rubbing
Twan
my
has
face.
sent us a challenge in for Challenge the Chat, and it's chili chocolate flavour challenge.
Oh, goodness
yeah.
me. I knew it'd be.
Inferno Bites.
Wow.
Now, there is an actual warning sticker on it.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Right. Do we need some drinks lined up?
Maybe.
Do we need a bucket
So,
to be sicky?
It looks like they look like Terry's chocolate orange.
well, they're
They
not.
won't
They're
be.
just slabs of chocolate
Right. Okay.
that I've broke up
Yep.
into pieces.
Yep.
So it's a roulette.
Yeah. And the different levels are mild.
Yeah.
So this says mild levels of heat present.
Yeah.
Spicy, mediocre levels of heat present. Fiery, high levels of heat present. And extreme,
Wow.
insane levels of heat present.
You're dead if you eat
with
it.
an extreme heat inside warning sticker.
Well, the thing is with some of these is I've had stuff before that's like reckoned to have been something, and I've eaten it and been like, it's not even spicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, I do know that there are products out there that are there to simulate spicy, and they can make it hotter than what.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
Is
ridiculous.
it a Scoville?
Scoville
Scales.
scale is how heat's measured, yeah.
Yeah.
So
what's the rule now? Should we pick 3 pieces?
I was
each
just
or
thinking,
something?
are we going to have 3 rounds each? Are we happy with 3 rounds?
I think
Yeah.
if you broke them into, can these each of those pieces be broken into 4, so we can all have at least the same piece?
Right, okay. Instead of one getting mild, one getting hot, we all get the same.
Is there more than one of each?
Well, there will be, but we don't know which is which. Which is why I said if you
Yeah,
got a chunk,
yeah,
and
I
we could
like
split
it.
it into 4.
But I thought that was the idea that some people might get away with it.
Well, he might have a mild and think he's got the hottest. You see, Mark.
Okay.
I'm pointing at Mark because you're not very good with spicy stuff, are you?
Not really.
Okay.
So
shall I give you the bowl,
Okay.
Well,
and then you could pick a piece and break it into 4?
Yep. Because we only really want to be putting a bit in, don't we? Because if it's
yeah. Are we going for it?
on 3,
Let's hope this is not the hottest one.
I know. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And we're not going to know till it's too late.
Well, so far
Yeah.
so far so good.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not getting any spice at all from that.
no, there is a bit. There's a bit. Yeah.
That
No.
was easy.
Yeah, I've got a bit
I
of
mean,
heat.
yeah.
got
Yeah.
a bit of heat.
Throat.
Now I've swallowed it. I've got. There's a little bit there, bit of warmth.
It's incredibly mild, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's just like a little more than what was there before you had anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. It makes, it's,
That was a bit spicy for me, and I had a small piece.
it's growing
Has
in
my
my
face
throat.
gone red?
I mean,
Thank you.
have a little
So,
drink.
is this a different
I mean,
piece?
these are really well. I don't.
We
they
don't
could
know,
be,
do
they
we?
could be same. They could be the same strength of what we
Yeah.
just
Well,
had.
Ready?
Hold on. I asked you this question, and Mark actually answered the question. Was there one?
So why are you
piece-
asking it again then?
Because you didn't. I don't think you answered it right.
Oh.
Is there one piece of each?
Yes.
Oh, right. Well,
So there's one square.
yeah.
But I've broke the squares up into 4.
Right.
But
Yeah.
now Mark's breaking each one of them up.
Into 4. That's what I mean. So
Because
we've
we don't know-
got to eat the entire bowl the way we're doing this.
Wow.
Well, at this rate, we'll still be here till next week.
On
because-
3. Have you already put yours in?
No,
Martin waits. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's a bit saltier.
no, with my teeth, don't we?
Oh, that's hotter.
Is it?
Is there a risk that one of us could die from any of these?
To be honest, I don't think any of these so far could melt ice cream.
I don't know.
I thought that was exactly the same as the last
It
one.
was. And I
That's why I think we're going to be here a while.
right. Okay. Let me get a piece that looks different. Ooh, this one looks different.
I mean, I don't know about you. That's hot for me.
It's
It's got a bit of heat, but I
yeah.
won't say it were anything.
Right then. This one, I think this one looks different in the bowl.
You've given me a
Okay.
big piece here.
It's on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, it's not great chocolate, is it?
No,
No,
it's not great spicy either.
it's quite oily.
I mean, no.
Nothing.
I mean, there's a
I wouldn't say
bit-
nothing. There's a bit of heat there.
Hang on a minute, I'm still eating my
May-
piece.
Maybe it's because we're only having a quarter of each piece.
I know.
Maybe we are probably meant to have.
Why are these pieces of mine getting bigger?
Although
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go. I can't see a chili flake on this.
Nothing.
Am I missing something? But this is quite hot. All these pieces are hot to me.
I wouldn't say that were hot.
No.
Are you literally biting them and swallowing them?
No, I'm doing it.
You're chewing. I mean, I'm like sucking on my piece.
I mean, that one seemed to have a little bit more.
Thanks for these, Swan, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
I'm still like, I know. Hang on a minute.
It tastes like calendar chocolate.
Yeah, I know. I don't
Advent
like it.
calendar chocolate,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Next.
Oh, talking about chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
I know we're doing a challenge. Did you know that penguin balls can't be called chocolate bars anymore? You know penguin balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But balls. you know penguins that's got balls. No, penguin bars.
Yeah.
Because they've reduced.
In we go.
3,
1, 2,
2,
3.
Oh, hang on, that's to what? Because they've reduced the cocoa powder in it, they can no longer call them chocolate.
So what are they?
And Club Biscuits, you know Club Biscuits, they can no longer be called chocolate biscuits because they've reduced the amount of cocoa percentage in them to a point where no, you can't. There's no chocolate in it anymore. As in, you can't call it a chocolate bar.
Wow.
Why would they do that?
Cost.
Yeah,
Because cocoa powder
At the
is-
detriment of being able to call it a chocolate bar.
I
I
think
know.
Just grab a piece each.
you and Rob should half what's left in that bowl and put it all in your mouths. I'm only saying that because you two can handle heat.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
All in at once, though, yeah?
Yeah, okay. Hang on. You've got 4 there, haven't you? I've got 4. There's 1 left. Here, Mark.
Right,
Well, that's
ready?
a big piece.
What? Compared
So-
to that?
Well, I know, but I don't know what I've got in mine.
I know, but neither do we. Ready?
Yep. Go.
Or is this? They're all spicy to me.
Concoction of flavours, isn't there? That's a Madras.
You've been watching too much Willy Wonka.
Anything at all?
I mean,
No. Just chocolate.
no.
I don't think it's worthy of the extreme heat, insane amounts of levels of heat present.
No. I've got a nice warm throat, but easy.
I've had spicy fish and chips. You're not supposed to like hold them in your mouth or something and something happens.
No?
That's what we've done there, just eating them.
You
And
know what's going to happen tonight? You two are going to be waking up in the middle of the night going, oh, my
Yeah.
throat's swollen up. I'm phoning doctors.
Twan, thank you very much for the thought, and thank you very much for sending in the challenge.
Yep.
We've completed the challenge. It's all gone. It's all empty.
oh, there's 1 little piece left.
Yes, thank you.
It tasted lovely. It just weren't very hot.
Not very hot.
Now I worry that everyone's going to go out there and
I
go,
think, I'll
right
put it this
then.
way, I think Twan's going to be really disappointed because when he passed this on to me, he definitely had that look in his eye
Yeah.
of, haha, get ready.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be a bit disappointed that you're not rolling on the floor crying.
No.
I mean,
To be
in
honest.
fairness to him, I mean, obviously, he's just bought it and thought, because all these pictures on here, I mean, it looks like it's on fire, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So he's just going, this is going to be. So
Absolutely.
I feel a bit sorry for him in a way because
He needs to go and get his money back, doesn't he?
it does. Yeah,
It's
he
aimed
needs
at
to-
2-year-olds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before we go, I'd just like to say to Mum and Rach, sorry for your loss of Colin. It's awful news.
It is.
And yeah, rest in peace, Colin. See you next week, boys.
See you next week.
Ta-ra.
Thank you for your continued support with our independent podcast. Did you know that you can interact with us and other listeners on Facebook, on the Chat in Tap Room Facebook group? You can also get in touch via email, innthechat@gmail.com, and of course on any of our socials. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.